WIAA, home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. But right now, get ready for the showdown in Division III between the Lancers and the Blue Goals. Here are your starting lineups for the Lancers, brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. These guys can swing the sticks. Canizzi, Visconti, the Santorelli brothers, Rizzo, Love, Janis, Ronaldi, Tim Falk, and Mason Ballard behind the plate today. And they will face a young man, Bill, a right-hander who is familiar with pitching here on the bump at State.
Last year in the state tournament, Tanner Peterson got the ball on day one. He threw a one-hit shutout. His teammates banged out a few hits on their own. They beat Random like 10-0. And that day, Peterson had 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's a 6'2", 180-pound senior. You see what he's done his senior year. He really hasn't pitched as much this year as he did a year ago, but he's a pretty good number 2 guy to have going in the title game. It's Ryan Gavinsky.
Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And for Kenosha St. Joe's, Bill, the big bats, they can swing them.
Yeah, Ryan Gavinsky sleeps well at night because he knows his team hits collectively 360. They've hit 5 home runs. They've got 4 guys who are hitting 400 or better. They can swing it.
Eric Canizzi takes strike 1. Your typical successful get-on-base guy. Eric hitting .455. And he may get on base. He will. Splits the outfielders all the way to the 405 mark. Canizzi heading to third. And that's how you start the game for Kenosha St. Joseph. A leadoff triple.
5th triple of the year for the senior. We're almost on cue to underline our point that they can swing it. He hits the gap here. And the ball rolls almost to the deepest part of the ballpark. It's 405 beneath the flagpoles in right center. That's where Canizzi hits this one. He was off to the races, taking extra bases out of the box.
Great start, great speed. And now you got to deal with the number 2 hitter, a good one, the junior catcher, Peter Visconti. Visconti, Bill, leads this team with an average of .481.
Knocked in 23 RBIs and got an RBI chance right here. The infield is back. Mike Dees thinks his team will score some runs himself, so he wants to stay out of the big inning and he'll concede the run.
Off the glove of Peterson. Peters, the shortstop, plays the carom to get the out as the run scores. St. Joe's leads this contest 1-0.
Canizzi wasn't running on contact, but Peters elected to get the sure out at first after the ball caromed off the pitcher to the shortstop. He made a nice play.
Hargrove, Sackman, and there's the outfield for you. Left to right, Dietz, Peters, Keppel, and White on the infield, and Jacob Thornton for the pitcher, Peterson. So you score that 1-6-3 on the deflection. Pitcher short to first, and Canizzi scores for the first tally of this one. And now Dominic Santorelli, big hitting sophomore infielder.
Santorelli's a sophomore. He's already committed to play college ball at Louisville.
This dude has a big bat. But
you see his numbers there. They're very impressive.
Up and down this lineup there just are no holes. But Peterson ahead of him here, 0-2. Brother Tommy waits on deck. Today's starting pitcher, hitting in the cleanup spot. Hard hit, second base side, Keppel. And there are 2 away. And now Tommy's a right-hander. Dom is a left-hander, so good job, Mr. and Mrs. Santorelli. You split them up. You produce baseball players and good ones. One's a lefty, one's a righty.
471 hitter with 11 extra base hits on the year. He leads the team in RBIs with 34.
Tommy's one of many on this St. Joe's roster that are 2, some 3 sport athletes. And they're the kind of guys that they don't just do one well and the other one's sort of like a hobby. They do them all well. Peterson ahead 0-2. Throwaway pitch there. 1-2. And Peterson back to work. Squeezed by Thornton behind the dish. Evens it at 2-2.
It was a hot, humid day. Clouds have come in. I'm surprised the lights aren't on because it's turned a little gloomy here around noon. The wind's blowing out to right. That's probably going to impact the game more than anything.
Well, what happened? You guys stole the sun in Division 4 and told to go away here for D3?
Apparently.
We had rain overnight, which when it comes to a baseball tournament, that's the perfect time to rain. Count is 3-2 on Tommy Santarelli. Another hard hit ball, but Keppel gets there. Side retired. 1-0 Lancers. Blue Gold swing the sticks when we return. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. Your WIAA network station. Lancers draw first blood. Time now for the starting laps, brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Aquinas can swing the sticks too. They've got some big bats in here. Sackman, Hargrove, Peters, Peterson in the cleanup spot. Aiden David, Thornton, Dietz, White, Keppel, and the right fielder to round it off against Tommy Santarelli on the hill for Kenosha St. Joe's.
That lineup hits 339 collectively with 4 home runs. That's the challenge Santarelli will face and see what he's done this year. This is his 10th appearance, his 6th start. He's got a couple complete games, and there are his important numbers. Walks a few more than you like, but he's had a good year.
Cullen Sackman, the junior, played in this tournament a year ago when Aquinas finished runners-up. Takes ball 1. Rizzo, the third baseman, with toes on the infield grass. He thinks something's coming chopped his way. Santarelli, the windup. And tried to nip it and got it. 2-1.
Sackman, 333 hitter. One of 7 juniors on the roster.
Trying to induce a walk. Good leadoff man finds a way anyway. Hargrove will be next, and then Peters.
He had 3 guys in his lineup that hit 432 or better.
Yeah, unless the pitchers are able to figure out these hitters, it may be an offensive display of fireworks for both teams. We shall see. Lancer struck first, top of the first. 3-2, and belted to right, and foul.
325 down each line here. You saw Sackman almost hook that one inside the foul pole. 405, the deepest part of the ballpark beneath the flagpole in right center. 400 to center field. 385 to the power alley beneath the scoreboard and left. It's a big ballpark. Home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers.
Yep. Class A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers, just down the road. 3-2 again, and a swing and a miss. Some late movement there by Tommy Santarelli, and there's one away. Our Menards key of the game for Aquinas is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Make amends bill. They were here a year ago, didn't get the job finished off.
Got beat by St. Croix Falls 3-1 in the title game. No, they haven't forgotten.
A lot of those pieces took the silver trophy home back to lacrosse, but a lot of the pieces that played in that game a year ago are back here in 2024.
This guy's one of them. win on Hargrove. Both these teams here for the 8th time.
And this was a matchup that when the pairings came out, kind of had a feeling it would be the Lancers against the Blue Golds, and they took care of business.
Kenosha St. Joe's here for the 3rd time in 4 years.
Yeah, they last won a title. St. Joe's did in 2021. 4 titles in all in the WIAA side of the equation, and 4 WISA titles. So bunch them all together, and the trophy case in Kenosha has 8 for baseball. Been a good program year in, year out. Aquinas as well. 2-1 pitch to Hargrove. And the catcher Ballard froze for a second, hoping to get the strike call. He does not. 3-1.
Hargrove, one of 5 sophomores on Mike D's roster.
Gets a strike there. Count goes full. Lifted in the air, first base side. Dom Santarelli makes the catch, and there are 2 away. Let's set the defense for the Lancers. Falk, Kanezi, who can fly. You saw him do that with the triple. Man center field, Rinaldi in right. Rizzo, Visconti, Janis, Dom Santarelli on the infield, and Ballard's the catcher for Tommy Santarelli.
A speedy center fielder with all the ground there is to cover in the gaps in this minor league ballpark. A lot bigger than these high school kids are used to playing on during the regular season.
2 away for Eddie Peters, the senior. And Peters is a good one, hitting way north of 500. You saw Ballard there shake his head. He thought that was in the strike zone. Home plate umpire Tom Young has the final say. Called it ball 1.
Eddie Peters will play at Xavier next year. He missed some time early in the playoffs, but came back in the sectionals.
I think his presence fell too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a good hitter. 522 on the year. Has 3 homers, 24 RBIs.
Peters had 4 hits and 3 ribs in the 2 sectional games to help get Lacrosse Aquinas back here to state. 2-1 now to Peters.
They beat Baroque 12-2 in the sectional semifinal, and New Glarus 9-3 in the sectional final.
Right field, near the line, foul territory, and it'll fall. Even the count at 2-2.
Aquinas has now scored 42 runs in their last 4 games, all postseason tilts.
I won't take you down the New Glarus rabbit hole that I did with Jay Wilson the other day.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you're welcome. I was campaigning they should be the Spotted Cows, and then I got the whole history of the nickname.
Jake an education.
Oh, he did. So it truly was a rabbit hole. Well, 3-2. So Santarelli got the first 2 hitters, but they've all been the same theme, working the counts here until he can finally get the outs.
He's got to fall on every hitter, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. You are correct. Here we go again. And fouled off.
Peters went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs in the 10-0 victory over Cumberland in his semifinal game in this tournament.
Yeah, it was strange, Bill, because it turned out to be a walk-off 10-run rule no-hitter. Strike 3 called. Nothing across. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network affiliate. 2024 WIAA Baseball Championships brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. Second inning here at Neuroscience Group Field in Grand Chute, Wisconsin. 1-0 Lancers over the Blue Golds as Kenosha St. Joe's and Lacrosse Aquinas tingle for the Division III crown. Rizzo will lead it off, and then Love, the designated hitter, and Janice, the second baseman here for Kenosha St. Joseph's. Peterson back to work on the hill, ball one. The official school title, Bill, it keeps growing every year I look at it, is Kenosha St. Joseph Catholic Academy.
Get it right, Lee, bud.
I just grew up at St. Joe's. Base hit for Rizzo.
And they've been here enough that we're familiar with them.
Absolutely. So leadoff man aboard once again. Kanezi had the triple to lead off the first. Rizzo's aboard here in the second.
Rizzo takes this one the other way. Lines a single in front of the right fielder. St. Joe's has stolen 101 bases this year. They've only been caught 9 times, so keep an eye on Rizzo.
Here's the designated hitter, senior Dylan Love. And Dylan's a big presence at the plate. 6'6", 260.
He's not even the biggest guy in the tournament, I don't think. We've got the guy you'll see later today from De Pere, who plays first base.
Yeah. Mr. Rago.
He goes about 300.
The thing these two guys have in common, Bill, is
they can hit.
They can hit, and they also pitch, and they're good pitchers out of the bullpen for their respective teams. And that's certainly a different look and a different presence when they take the hill.
They list Rago at 6'7", 300.
Yeah, Dylan is 6'6", 260. But both play infield, both can hit.
And Mosini in the next game has got a kid named Schley who's going to play football at St. Norbert. He drove in 4 runs yesterday, by the way.
Dylan sitting 1-2. Outside, try to get him to chase.
Schley is 5'10", 280. Well, he's not as tall as these other gentlemen, but he's a big boy. And they've all been big with the stick in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. 2-2. Rizzo gets his lead at first. Stays there. Strike 3 called. Peterson dotted the corner for his first punch out of the afternoon. 1 away in the second.
That's a pitcher's pitch. I don't know how Love can hit that pitch. Well, Love's a pitcher, so he knows he can't complain too loudly.
I'll take that strike zone later.
Yeah.
1 away for Cole Janice, senior second baseman. Takes strike 1.
Janice making just his 13th start of the year.
Peterson couldn't check in time. Good late movement again on that pitch. 0-2. Keeping an eye on Rizzo over at first base. 1-2. Rinaldi will be next. Peterson. Strike 3 called. Janice had to jump out of the way. Well, Peterson back-to-back Ks.
When you talk about the movement on these pitches, you'll see it right here, and it certainly fools Janice.
The bespectacled second baseman heads back to the dugout. 2 Ks, 2 away. Dom Rinaldi now, the sophomore right fielder.
Rinaldi went 2 for 3 against Bonduel.
Ball scoots away, and Rizzo with it scoots down to second base.
He was running, so give him a stolen base. He took a wide turn at second when he got there. Decided against trying to take the extra base as the ball scooted away from Thornton.
Slams on the brakes. In scoring position here, if Rinaldi can produce the 2-out hit. Slice foul into the seats on the right side. Peterson, with runner's eyes, even more deliberate and more cerebral on the hill before he makes the pitch. He is not in any hurry. Keppel looks back, and now the 1-2, and it goes right into the glove of Keppel for out number 3. Scoreboard stays 1-0. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network affiliate. Fans in the stands, blue and gold is the color of choice here between the Lancers and the Blue Golds. Bottom 2, Aquinas will send up Peterson, the pitcher. David, the designated hitter today, and then Thornton, the catcher.
Earlier today, Strom won his first ever state baseball championship in Division 4. They put a hurting on Sullivan Springs Northwood 11-1. It was a 5-inning game. But the fire engines are out. They'll leave Strom. They'll be home shortly and celebrate the first ever. They're pretty fired up.
Congratulations to the Cards. Tanner Peterson takes a strike, 1-1. Winona State University is where he will go to play baseball when this game concludes. Not right after, but you get the idea. Hit a home run at this venue last season.
That was in that game when he was the winning pitcher. Went 3 for 4 that day. Drove in a couple of runs against Random Lake.
Inspector Gadget do it all. Chopper third base side, but foul.
There are 2 games after this one on Championship Thursday.
You gonna be here for that?
I'll watch Mosen Eve play Madison Edgewood at 3 o'clock in Division 2. And then at 1 tonight, you and I will watch a couple good Division 1 teams. Sun Prairie against De Pere. That really ought to be a good battle. De Pere looking for their first ever state Division 1 championship. Sun Prairie, who's been here more than anybody else, looking for another state championship. That's Sun Prairie East. They now have 2 schools in Sun Prairie.
Yeah, I was confused because it's their first trip to state.
As Sun Prairie East.
Sun Prairie East, yeah. We'll break down all that math for you later tonight. 2-2. And that one airmailed by Santarelli. And runs the count full on Peterson. Aiden David will be next. He was the hero in the semifinal for Aquinas. He got it done on the mound and at the plate. Lifted foul again.
And they are definitely working the pitch count up on Santarelli, which could be a factor late in this game.
Yeah, another full count for Santarelli to deal with. Tommy to the plate. And Peterson off the glove of Rizzo. Into left field for a base hit. Rizzo might have got a lace on it, but that was it. No chance to snag it. Leadoff man aboard for Aquinas. And here's Aiden David.
And Peterson puts a good swing on this ball and laces it off the third baseman's glove. No courtesy runner for this pitcher. Peterson's going to run the bases.
Aiden's a sophomore and a darn good looking one. Hitting .515. Almost took Mike D out in the third base coach's box, the longtime coach at Aquinas. Yeah, he's saying keep it fair, keep it fair. Like on his second stint as the head coach at Aquinas.
He coached from 82 to 87. Then in the college ball was the assistant, or was the pitching coach at the University of Minnesota for a while.
In the air on the infield, Visconti backpedaling and makes the catch.
Again, anything in the air in this wind we've seen today is going to be a factor.
Yeah.
An adventure.
And it is picked up since you last gave us the weather on the 8s, Bill. And Visconti can back that up. Watch him get the GPS out. It's breezier than it was for the first pitch.
It is gusty.
Gusty. Perfect. Here's Jacob Thornton, the junior catcher. Runner goes, and a liner, and this is easy peasy. Double play for the Lancers. After 2, it stays 1-0. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network affiliate. The 2024 WIAA Baseball Championships brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. It was all in the cards for Levis Strum in Division 4, winning their first ever state baseball championship in their first ever trip to this tournament.
They scored 7 runs in the first inning, 4 in the second, then they were counting outs. Went on to an 11-1 win over Solon Spring Northwood.
Tim Falk leads it off for the Lancers here, the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top, Canisi and Visconti. Tim Falk gets 293 in the 9th spot. And it's a liner right to Keppel. He's had a couple of those today. 1 away in the 3rd. Now Canisi, who started the party this afternoon with that leadoff triple.
He showed he could run. He's a good basketball player. Could have played basketball at Buffalo.
He's another one of these multi-sport stars. And he has produced all season long at the top of this potent Lancer batting order. Goes after the first pitch here. Shallow center. Sackman coming in to get to the spot. 2 away.
From 2 pitches.
Visconti now.
Shortstop number 4,
First at bat, Visconti had that pinball action off the pitcher to the shortstop to first base, but he drove in the only run of the game so far. What's hard to believe, Bill, is that Visconti is a junior, but he's put up numbers, big time numbers. Still doesn't have a college that he's committed to. But he'll play some summer ball and add to his resume at St. Joe's. And they will come and find number 4.
Well, it's a rarity in this day and age at the showcase camps and all the exposure kids get at those things. But again, that's why he kind of stands out that he's uncommitted this late in his junior year, because the good players are known commodities to college coaches, and there are a number of college coaches here scouting this tournament.
He'll find a home in due time. 2-2 here with 2 away. Peterson looking for a 1-2-3 quick inning. Won't have it. Base hit all the way to the left field corner. Visconti into second with a double.
Beats misplayed how fast that ball was moving, but that looked like a play the third baseman should have made a play on. Instead it scoots under his glove and gets down into the left field corner. So it's a 2-out double. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher, I believe. Indeed, that's no, that's Visconti.
They're going to put Dom Santarelli on and pitch to his brother Tommy. we got pitchers that are waving off courtesy runners, catchers saying, no, I got it. They want to be out there.
They were just discarding their body armor when I saw this guy trotting in the dugout.
All right, so 2 aboard for the Lancers with 2 down, and now Tommy Santarelli trying to help his own cause. Give himself a little more cushion. Goes after the first pitch. Sackman coming in and makes the catch on the run. Side retired. Now a message from your local station. This is the WIAA network affiliates. The Gold's take another crack at it here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Their 8th trip overall. If you count all the trophies, WISA and WIAA, they have won this championship 6 times, and they finished runners-up 4 times, Bill.
There's Mike B, who told you about his first stint at Aquinas, where he won a lot of those trophies. Then he went to Minnesota as a pitching coach, then on to University of Illinois Chicago from 1991 or 99 to 2021. He won 12 Horizon League championships at UIC, was 10 times named the Coach of the Year in the Horizon Conference, went to 2 NCAA tournaments with the Flames, posted 690 wins in college baseball. That's pretty good. And then came back to Aquinas last year. He would be the first coach to ever win state titles in the WIAA and WISA if they can win today. It would occur 24 years after WISA dissolved and 40 years after D's first title at Aquinas in '84. That would be a heck of an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Never, ever duplicated.
Dietz is aboard. He got hit on the shoulder for the pitch, so lead off man aboard for the 2nd time.
Breaking ball that didn't do much. Dietz takes one for the team above the elbow.
And now here's Kyle White, the junior first baseman. Yeah, the WISA titles, the 4 that they got in WISA came consecutively, 84 through 87. Runner leaves and is punched out.
Strong throw by Ballard.
I don't know if it was a delayed steal. We'll take another look at it. I don't know if it was delayed steal, Bill, but Ballard had time. No, straight steal.
Got a bad jump.
Bad jump and strong throw by Ballard. I mean, this is right on the money. So hit by a pitch and then punched out at second. And White down in the count, 0-2. Times it. Slowly to third. Rizzo off the mark. Tom Santarelli left that first base bag. Didn't want to compound the problem. So White gets a little infield single. Waited on it. The ball kind of died in the infield grass. Nothing Rizzo could do. Here's Keppel, the second baseman. Outside 1-0. So I'm counting trophies, okay, Bill? WIAA or WISA. 8 for Kenosha St. Joseph Catholic Academy and 6 for Aquinas. So these 2 teams combined have 14 state titles in baseball.
Again, then, talked about at the top of the show. They got a great legacy in this sport. I was struck, and I got to give credit to our friend Dan Lucas, St. Norbert College, gave me that stat that on D that he'd be the first to win titles in both WIA and WISA. But I'm struck that it's been 24 years since WISA dissolved.
Time flies, right?
It really does.
Yeah. There are teams that are in this tournament, divisions 1 through 4, that have won titles and played in the summer tournament back when we had summer baseball. And that's starting to expand and get away from us in our memories.
Right.
2-1 here to Cole Keppel. Sackman waits on deck. for Aquinas. They trail it 1-0. White, pretty good lead over at first.
Well, lacrosse is such a good baseball town. I mean, we saw the Cross-Logan team here in Division II. The kind of Northwoods League team in the summer. Chris Schwartz has done such a nice job at UW lacrosse.
Legion ball. Near the fence. Oh, Santarelli got to the spot and then measured himself, and then the ball kind of floated back towards the field of play here.
Wind's definitely blowing this one toward the seats, and then he came back on Dominic. It's a tough chance.
So still life for Cole Keppel. 2-2 with one away. White again his lead at first. This one high in the cloudy sky. Falk battling the wind and makes the catch. 2 down. Life is an adventure. So our baseball's here today.
Yeah, don't give up on any ball in the air.
Lessons learned. Sackman now struck out in his first AB against Tommy Santarelli.
Now batting center fielder number 5, Colin Sackman.
Mike D. I don't know if that was Ryan Gavinsky or not, but one of the staff members in the St. Joe's dugout came out and just had a quick word with Mike D. Wasn't a heated exchange or anything. They were just chatting. 0-1 to Colin Sackman. Hits it hard. Canesi, though, makes the grab. 1-0 our score remains. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. 2024 WIAA Baseball Championships brought to you by the Wisconsin DOT. 0 in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. 1-0 our score here. Top of 4. Lancers and Blue Golds in the Division III state championship.
Take the drone out for that shot?
I didn't know there was flowage like that in the Appleton area. But beautiful pictures. Zach Rizzo leads it off for St. Joe's, and then Love the DH and Janice the second baseman. Both pitchers have settled in. Peterson gave up the leadoff triple, which led to the only run. But he's been good ever since. Traffic on the bases after that, but able to wiggle out of it each time. Rizzo singled against him his first look. And this one will reach the seats and out of play.
Those are Spleewith Strum kids kicking it up.
Still here.
And literally chasing that ball down with a gold medal around his neck.
You know, it's a great moment. Why not drag it out, make it last a little longer? Guys are down there eating hot dogs and ice cream.
All the fire trucks that'll leave his drum, they're not going to be home for a while.
To right. And catch is made there for out number 1.
Yeah, they're the guys. All of their medals are on their necks.
So the victors go the spoils and the concessions, apparently.
What? Watch the ball. We're done by 10:30, so J.C. Christensen, the coach, said, let's stay and watch the Division III game.
There's Dylan Love. I don't know if there's any plans to go on the slide in left field. But we've seen that with teams before.
Whitefish Bay set that precedent last year. And you set the precedent before Whitefish Bay by going down the slide like a 12-year-old.
Thankfully, no other quote-unquote adults followed my lead. 1-0 to Dylan Love. He smacks it to right, down the line into the corner, but it's foul.
The slide we're talking about replicates Bernie Brewer's slide at American Family Field in Milwaukee. They put one in here at their Midwest League affiliate, and it's been very popular. They've got a corporate sponsor now that they lacked a year ago.
That's supposed to be Fang's tail, curling around. That's what that is. Yeah. But you're right. Bernie set the precedent back in Milwaukee.
Is that some of our Cleveland Cardinals that topped the slide?
I think right on cue, Bill. Yeah. I think you're right. They finished lunch, and now they're going to go for a ride down the dirt outside 2-1 to Dylan Love. Yep, there they are.
Yeah, get the cameras working. Protect protect the cameras as you're going down the slide.
The Timberella personnel up there is just like, all right, well, you're up here. You might as well take the ride. Yep, all clear.
Okay, there he goes.
Documented for TikTok. 2-2 to Love. Strike 3 called. Peterson paints the corner. Third punch up for him this afternoon. 2 away here in the fourth.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Cole Janet.
It's the second time that Dylan has been caught looking, and the pitch bill has been in the same place.
Yeah. Well, been like Glasgow. I don't know if he's crazy about that one either.
Here's Cole Janis. Swinging strike there. Cole struck out in his first look at Peterson. Back in the second. Another swing. Peterson ahead, 0-2. And just to button up the whole snake slide. Don't ask the question. I'm not going down this one.
You have really grown up.
Yeah.
Very proud of you.
Proud of Peterson. 3 up, 3 down. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Bottom 4, a good one here between the Blue Golds and the Lancers. St. Joe's single tally on top of the first. It is stayed the test of time so far as Aquinas trying to scratch one out here to get back to even. Hargrove swung at that first offering in the dirt from Tommy Santarelli.
And just in case, Dylan Love is about to begin throwing in the bullpen. 47 pitches for Santarelli over the first 4 innings. Love preserved the 2-1 win over Bonduel yesterday through a scoreless, hitless 7th inning. In the back of Mason Ballard, who's the winning pitcher.
Two and 1 to Hargrove. Popped out to the first baseman his first time up. So Santarelli, this will be pitch number 50. And
that's the second time through the order. So Ryan Gavinsky wants to get some bullpen pieces up.
Ballard wants to talk to his pitcher. Count is 3-1 on Hargrove. Big bats looming, to be sure. Peters, Peterson, and David. You would like to see those bats collaborate here, put some runs on the board.
They've had the leadoff man on each of the last 2 innings.
3-1 on the way. Good pitch there. Count is full. Santarelli. Tapper charging Rizzo. And can't find the handle. And going to second is Hargrove. He thought about it. Slams on the brakes. Rizzo and Visconti were converging on that baseball. And neither one of them could find the handle, come up with a clean and make a throw.
When the ball ended up in short left field, that's why Hargrove took the big turn. And about 4 different Kenosha players converged on second base. And that's why Hargrove decided to go back to first. Conference at the mound. And involving Brian Gavinsky, his battery and infielders.
Well, we have a chance. We'll give you the resume for the Lancers. Told you all about the trophies they have back in the display case in Kenosha. Came out of the Metro Classic. They did not win the Metro Classic this year. That went to the champs, St. Thomas More, who played in this event a year ago. But St. Joe's got out of the bracket by beating Horicon, Clinton, Lake Country Lutheran, and St. Mary's Springs.
There's a good look at Gavinsky, who's staying with his pitcher Santarelli. Brian Gavinsky's in his 4th year with the Lancers. Done 82 and 16 in 4 years.
Part of that discussion was this guy, Eddie Peters, who takes a mighty hack at it and fouls it out of play.
Hargrove at first, 17 of 20 in stolen base attempts this year.
Bounced up there. Good job by Ballard. Peters is also a threat on the hill. He's been a strong closer for Aquinas the past couple seasons. So if they get to that point of the baseball game with a lead, you might see Peters try to close it out. Ballard again, making like a hockey goalie back there.
Peters again, a .522 hitter. Leads the team in RBIs with 24 and home runs with 3. In doubles with 8. He's also got a triple.
Bill told you he'll be playing Big East baseball with the Xavier Musketeers. Pangs it just foul. Third base umpire Ed Vodvarka had to get out of the way in quick fashion.
Peter turns on this one. He's got a little juice on it, as the third base umpire can tell you. Whizzing by him.
So 2-2. The battle continues between Santarelli and Peters. Tying run at first base for Aquinas. Mike D is going to talk with Ed.
What do you think? Do you think it's a fair ball?
I don't know, but
it landed foul. I don't think there's any question about that, but he's saying it was hooking and it went over the bag. He must be saying it went over the bag fair.
Over the bag and on the dirt by a lot. Was it dusty?
There's no chocolate. No, and we should point out there's no replay in the WIAA baseball. And I think he's going to have to stay in the box.
Yeah. Home plate umpire Tom Young says stay put, number 6. And Ryan Gavinsky's out of the dugout now.
I think Gavinsky suggested it might even been a strike, and then he leaned in out of the box to get hit and take away a strike. Well, he definitely stuck his elbow out.
Yeah.
Whether that was going to be a strike, I guess, is what Gavinsky is arguing.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to
drop in there,
but so it's 3-2 to Peters. Crowd getting into it. Action pitch coming here. Runner goes. Launch to left. Falk near the line. Makes a sliding catch. And Hargrove has to giddy up back to first base. Good job by Falk. It started to tail away on him late, but he did not panic in left field.
Real nice play by the junior left fielder.
So a big at-bat there. Santarelli is the winner in that matchup. Now he'll face Peterson, his counterpart. Peterson singled in the second against him as one of the 3 base hits this afternoon.
He's a .432 hitter, as you see. He is the RBI leader on his team. I'm sorry, I shorted Tanner. He's got 5 more than Peters.
You mentioned, Bill, that his pitching this year has been limited compared to what he did last year. Mike D has more arms available, more depth pitching-wise, so they didn't have to wear out Tanner as much on the hill. Just let him go out there and rip the baseball. And he's done that.
Peterson 2 for 4 in the tournament.
Two and 1 the count to Peterson. Off the end of the bat, charging Kenosha, and it drops in front of him. It'll be a base hit. Hargrove to second base. 2 men aboard with 1 away for the Blue Goals.
Hargrove was in a tough spot. Couldn't tell if Kenosha was going to get this ball or not. Kenosha was trying to come up with it on the hop and throw out the indecisive base runner at second, and because of that, the ball hopped over his glove, taking away any chance for the force. So 2 on, 1 out. First time Aquinas has had multiple base runners in this game.
And quick word, Ballard to Tommy before facing Aiden David, who spun the no-hitter, the 5-inning no-hitter to get his team here, and went 4 for 4 in that contest.
Yeah, so he's now 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. For 4 for him in the tournament. He could use a hit here and an RBI.
So Aiden had the walk-off hit, his 4th hit, that ended the game in 5 and also preserved his 5-inning no-hitter. The 0-1. And Aiden does all of this, Bill, with a missing ring finger on his right hand.
Hey, you heard that story this morning.
Yeah, I talked to some of the Aquinas fathers, and they said it's amazing what Aiden has been able to do, considering he is a pitcher who just threw a no-hitter, considering he hits over 500. It happened in a weight room accident last year, and the weight came down. The finger came off. They rushed him to the hospital. The surgeons tried to attach it, but it never took. And so it's the missing right. He's got the gloves on, so you can't see it. But Aiden has not let that slow him down in the least, and the numbers back it up on the mound and at the plate.
Even a .515 hitter coming in the tournament with 13 RBIs, and then he went 4 for 4 with 4 ribs yesterday. Just a sophomore.
That was his 8th complete game that he threw yesterday, Bill. So he's been a workhorse on the hill as a sophomore. Running the count full here. Santarelli and David with 2 men on and 1 away. You send the runners here, Mike D?
I don't think so.
Okay. Mike D thinks so. Might fall. It will fall. And the bases will be loaded. Hargrove again got hung up between second and third. Wasn't sure if it would be caught.
Well, they started the runners, so it's a double steal, and then it was a bloop. By the time Hargrove got to third, he didn't know if the ball was going to be caught or not. Shortstop gives it a good effort, but Visconti can't get there. So it turns out to be a single which loads the bases. It also turns out to be the last hitter Santarelli is going to face. As there's going to be a pitching change here for Kenosha St. Joe's.
So we'll step aside. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network affiliate.
This year is 3-0 with a 3.35 ERA. This is his 14th games. He is 11th out of the bullpen. He's got 4 saves in 25 and a third innings. The big guy's allowed 20 hits, 12 earned runs. He's walked 10, struck out 34. And again, he picked up the save yesterday with a hitless, scoreless inning of relief in a 2-1 win over WIAA. There's his season numbers.
Back to the spot to come in the state championship tilt. And you inherit a bases loaded situation in a 1-0 ball game. Thornton, the catcher, will step to the plate here. Bases loaded with Blue Golds. Thornton today hit into that double play ball in the second inning. An opportunity here to make amends, get his team a tie game, perhaps the lead.
Runners in on the infielders in on the corners. They're double play depth up the middle.
And first pitch swinging, it's a base hit to right field. Rinaldi gets it in and holds the runners after the RBI single, and we are tied.
Thornton goes the other way. Nice piece of hitting and a real nice job by Rinaldi to get to the ball and then hit the cutoff man because Peterson was coming hard around third. Here's the opposite field blow. Rinaldi goes a long way over there. With his momentum going to the line, he still makes a strong throw to the relay man Santarelli. Well, we got a tie game. The base is still loaded and still only 1 out for Aquinas.
Thornton fired up. He's going to do courtesy runner at second base for Aiden David.
He's Dom Van Ruden to run for David.
So Mike D hoping that the merry-go-round can continue here in the 4th inning. It's a tie ball game now, still only 1 away. Johnny Dietz is the hitter. And Dylan Love back to work through 1 pitch. It was an RBI single. This one a ball. Dietz was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. Ballard has some equipment issues here. Wardrobe malfunction. Oh, the belt snapped, Bill.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to need a equipment repair with the bases loaded. Infield alignment's the same for Kenosha St. Joe's. They've got the infield in on the corners, and they're looking for a double play ball up the middle. He's going to go beltless, apparently.
Yeah, they were looking for another belt, and there's none to be had. That's a gamer. One 1-0 the count to Johnny Dietz. Double play ball. Out at second. And no, not at first. Kenosha St. Joe's thought so. Everyone was heading into the dugout, so because it's not 2, the Blue Golds take the lead here.
Peterson scores. Visconti takes an extra hop here before making the relay throw. This is a room service double play ball. Now Visconti gets the throw, but seems to be take an extra step and doesn't get as much on the throw. And give credit to Dietz for hustling down the line and beating the throw, picking up an RBI, which puts Aquinas ahead.
Launching Kyle White deep to left. Falk can't get there. Sending him home. Throw is late. 2-run score on a Kyle White blast. And the Blue Golds lead it 4-1.
We've talked about this bigger ballpark. It's tough to position the outfielders sometimes. They're not used to having that much room in the gaps or behind them. White launches this. The number 8-hole hitter puts a good swing on it. The ball goes over Falk's head. He turns the wrong way. And by the time he rights himself, the ball's landing on the track. Strong relay throw, but Dietz's speed produced the RBI ground out. Makes it ahead of the relay throw, and that's a 2-run double with 2 outs for Aquinas.
So the big inning that Mike D was looking for, he got it. Cole Keppel. Hoping they're not done yet. White's out at second with 2 away.
Kyle White's a junior, and that's a big hit.
Fouled off. So a tough spot for Dylan Love to enter with the bases loaded. Blue Goals have teed off here. The hustle extended the inning in what looked like it would have been an inning-ending double play and kept it tied. And White made him pay.
Indeed, speed beat the relay throw.
One and one to the senior second baseman. Love. Left field. Falk this time will get there and make the catch. Side retired. 4 on the board for Aquinas. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network affiliate. The 24 WIAA Baseball Championships brought to you by the Wisconsin Education Association Council. WEAC thanks all public school educators giving their all this school year. WEAC, we teach, we inspire. Some of the Rattlers who have played here in their younger days, who are now Milwaukee Brewers, are represented on the banners outside of Neuroscience Group Field here in Appleton. Rinaldi leads it off for St. Joe's and now trails in this game 4-1. Showing bunt, taking ball 1.
Yeah, Peterson looking for a shutdown inning. Kenosha St. Joe's looking to wrest the momentum back. That happened quick.
It did. Out of the reach of Thornton.
4 runs, 4 hits. They knock Santarelli from the game. Get some big hits off the reliever Love. And now have a 3-run lead.
8 men came to the plate for Aquinas at pivotal 4th. 1-1 to the right fielder. Falk will be next, and then top of the order, Knese. Swung at it. Thornton can't come up with it, however. And Rinaldi will reach base on the strikeout. And we'll see if that helps the Lancers' cause here to try to scratch their way back into this. Crossed up Thornton.
It could have been a pass ball because went right through the wickets. 3rd straight strikeout for Peterson, but also means the leadoff person's aboard. For the 3rd time for Kenosha St. Joe's.
He's got 5 Ks now. And he hit Falk, who flings the bat back towards his own dugout. Not because he was upset. He did it to be like, come on, guys. Let's use that.
And all of a sudden, Ty runs at the plate. Yeah, Mike D's noticed that. He's got to come on, calm down, Peter, as the lineup card flips over for the 3rd time.
Peterson, you can see at 55 pitches, so he's got plenty left in the tank. And talk to his right-hander.
Dees is a pitching guy. He's a pitching coach at the University of Minnesota. And this is just a conference between the battery. But Dees is a tough customer.
Yeah, that's part of this convo for Aquinas. What are we going to do with this guy who's got great speed and handles the bat well with 2 aboard and nobody else? tripled and scored the first run of this game way back in the first. Peterson, first pitch, way out of the zone. Joe's runners juking and jiving on the bases, and that ball squirts away from Thornton again. Look at this! All the way from second to score! Thornton never threw the ball back.
Says the pitcher was tardy coming to the plate to cover.
Yep, caught napping. And St. Joe steals a run here to make it 4-2.
It's a wild pitch. Good base running to be sure. He spots the fact that the pitcher doesn't come home and takes advantage of the lack of hustle from Peterson to steal a run. So a strike on the wild pitch. A wild pitch. And the runner scores from second. Big time play by Ronaldo.
Ronaldo made the turn. And when you saw him make the turn, the immediate response, at least to me, was like, what are you doing? And then when Thornton is still walking back with the baseball and Peterson's still on the hill, it's like, oh, that's what you're doing.
Great awareness by Ronaldo to notice that the pitcher wasn't anywhere near the plate. He just beat him there.
You bet. And now he walks Kenosha and Aquinas in a whole heap of trouble. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Take a look at this play again. So Thornton gets the baseball. Look where Peterson is. Kind of walk in, and it's like, oh yeah, my responsibility. But as you said, Bill, heads up by Ronaldo to understand and read the room.
Absolutely. That's his baseball awareness.
And now Visconti, tough customer here for Peterson. Inside and high, 1-0. 6 straight balls thrown by Peterson.
Kenosha the first, 16 of 17 on stolen base attempts.
A swinging strike. Finally dialed back into the strike zone to even the count at 1-1. Tying runs aboard for the Lancers. Out of play. Visconti doubled his last time up in the third, was stranded. Hoping to make some good contact here. Tighten things up on the scoreboard. Another ball. Foul, up and out of play.
Of course, Peterson looking for a double play ball and settle everything down. They'd be happy to give up the run if they can quell this rally.
Just a tad high. Count is even, 2-2.
Dominic Santorelli, the big bopper in the lineup, is on deck.
Visconti waits, rips at it. White circling around and can't make the play. Said it time and time again, Bill, it's a bigger ballpark than these kids are used to playing in.
And you factor in the wind, that's a tough chance.
But it gives Visconti another chance here. Still sitting 2-2. Easy is lead at first. Visconti up the elevator shaft. On the infield, Peters is calling and catching. Big out there, one away. But as Bill mentioned, Dom Santarelli is another big bat that Peterson will have to deal with here.
First baseman number 25, Dominic Santarelli.
He intentionally walked him last time up in the third. And then his brother flew out to end the inning.
He's 0 for 2 with an RBI in the tournament.
Strike one. Dom is the younger of the two Santarellis. Tommy's the senior, Dom is the sophomore. Tommy's 6 foot 185. Dom 6'1", 215. Runner goes, Kenosha, and a swing and a miss. Oh, puts Kenosha down at second now. Base hit could tie this up if Santarelli can make some solid contact.
Surprised it took Kenosha that long to steal the base.
And another run will score on another wild pitch. It's 4-3. As Falk trots in from third.
Third wild pitch of the inning for Peterson. And that has been the key stat of the inning. They have scored without the benefit of a hit. And now the infield forced to come in against the heavy hitting Santarelli.
And now Dom can tie it with a base hit anywhere on the field. And the infield is in and it's fouled off. Remember, this all started when Rinaldi struck out. But when the ball sailed all the way to the backstop, Rinaldi got to first base, and then the other wacky things started to happen and unravel.
That's one of the three wild pitches in the inning.
This one to right field, but it's foul. Almost landed on Highway 41 out there. That's a long way out there by the big lounge chairs. Dom's taking a big deep breath and trying to straighten one out. St. Joe's crowd getting into it. And the AB continues. Holds up 2-2.
Thornton having a tough inning too. Ball almost steal away from him again.
Yeah. Been too busy. And easy down at third. He's the tying run. This one. Long run. Near the line. Off the glove in foul territory.
He might have been better off not catching that ball. Because the run's going to score easily after that long run. His momentum was taking him to the track.
It's Isaac Schelfhout who's out there in right field. First time we've mentioned his name. Isaac is not in the batting lineup, but playing right field. But you're right. If he makes that catch, Kenosha was watching it the whole way. He was going to...
They rule no play. They don't give an error to the right fielder, even though he got a glove on it.
So we go back to 2-2. The Dom Santarelli. And strike three called. Big punch out there, 2 away.
Santarelli not crazy about that call. Pretty good pitch, though. Breaking ball comes back and takes the outside corner.
Tom Young's called that pitch, Bill, each corner all day long. Tommy will try to pick up his brother here with 2 down. And Kenosha, the tying run, still done at third base.
6 strikeouts now for Peterson. That was the biggest one thus far.
On the ground to third. Dietz has it. Side retired. 4-3 our score now. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Well, another change on the scoreboard here in Grand Chute. 4-3 now. The Aquinas lead down to just 1.
And will never show up in the box score, but how about that play where the right fielder doesn't catch the foul ball off of Santarelli's bat? Would have been a sac fly that tied the game. As it was, Santarelli got another look at the pitch from Peterson. He took it for strike 3, and then Peterson gets Tommy Santarelli to ground out to end the inning. But a missed play by the right fielder turns very fortuitous for Aquinas.
That's what that means, right? That's what fortuitous means.
Means you're lucky.
This game is all about being lucky and good.
That will never appear in the box score, but that could be a really big play in this game.
Yep. Bottom 5 here. Cullen Sackman, leadoff man to lead off the 5th. 1-1.
Aquinas scored 4 runs and 4 hits. Sent 8 men to the plate last inning. That seems like a long time ago, as the momentum has been wrested away by Kenosha St. Joe's.
Sackman, Hargrove, and Peters here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Lancers scored 2 runs without a hit to get back in the game.
Dylan Love way outside, including scoring from second base on a wild pitch. One and 2. Love, who came on in relief in that last inning, stays out there for St. Joe's. Sackman today, this is his 3rd AB, struck out in the 1st and flew out in the 3rd inning. In the dirt. 2 and 2.
We have 2 games after this one. Madison Edgewood plays Mosinee for the Division II title. That game's scheduled to start at 3 p.m. And then at 6, Bob and I have the De Pere battle against Sun Prairie East for the Division I crown. Big good one.
Oh, roller, and just fouled at the last second. It was hugging the line all the way down the line. By the way, Peter Visconti is now behind the plate. Got the catcher's gear on. See how just at the last second. So Visconti taking over for Ballard. I'll show you the new shortstop here in a moment. Count is full at 3 and 2.
Tommy Santarelli's is short.
There you go. Ball 4 puts Sackman aboard. There's Tommy. Saw him on the mound, and when Dylan Love replaced him, he stayed in the game. Goes to short, and Visconti goes behind the dish. So you're all caught up with the defense for the Lancers. Going to test the arm of Visconti, and don't do it. Gunned him down.
Second caught stealing today by the Lancer catchers.
Yeah, Ballard had the first throw down, and Visconti, who just checked in the inning before. Nice snap throw right on the money. So 1 away. 2-0 to Hargrove. Schoenbecker to Dylan Love. 2 away. Big smile on the big guy's face.
I stand corrected too, by the way. The big play last inning that I said wouldn't appear in the box score, it now will, because an error was assessed to the right fielder jump house for keeping that AB alive. So an E9 that preceded Santorelli striking out. A big play in the game that is now recorded for time immemorial with the box score is an E9.
Isaac's going to pull that out and say, see that E right there? That saved a run when I dropped it.
Yeah. That is the only error in this game.
Here's Eddie Peters, and that one hit the bull. Even Dylan had a good laugh on that last pitch. 1-1. Tad inside, 2-1. I stand corrected. Called a strike.
Dylan Love says thank you for those 2 punch-outs earlier in the game working.
Yeah. Eddie Peters, all he could do was smile. Fouls it off there. Just the previous pitch.
Bob, uncharacteristically quiet.
Threw you off there, didn't it? 1-2 to Peters. Dangerous hitter here, even with nobody on base. And Love spikes that pitch. He says, my bad. 2-2. St. Joe's clawed back to get 2 runs and make this game closer again. I want to keep it that way, heading to the late frames of this one. Bottom of the 5th. Count is full on Peters. Love. This one is going to leave the ballpark. Gone! Peters, a solo home run.
4th home run of the year for Chris Peters, or Eddie Peters. And that does take the momentum back away from Kenosha St. Joe's with a big bomb in this big ballpark. The 2-out home run here in the 5th has given Aquinas a 4-2 lead.
A late kick, and then the extension. And the wrist's locked. And number 6 takes a peek.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. But no doubt about it. 5-3 is the score.
Happy home plate for number 6. That may be a big run. Back to a 2-run cushion. Poor Aquinas. Here's Tanner Peterson. Tanner singled and scored in that 4-run 4th inning. And Dylan Love gave up the walk, and that got erased on the attempted steal. Then he got the ground ball, but then gave up the home run. And he thought he was almost out of this inning unscathed, and then Peters unloaded.
Bullpen has just been activated.
Center, Kenosha over his head, going to go all the way to the wall. Tanner Peterson will take it. A double. Kenosha came in on that line drive and then slammed on the brakes. It was too late.
3rd hit of the day for Peterson. And clearly the center fielder misjudges his ball, but it had a little hair on it. You can see Kenosha breaks in and then oops, going over his head. So the extra base hit puts Peterson on 2nd and prompts a mound visit.
Chat time with Ryan Gavinsky and company.
pitching change here. Peterson now 4 for 6 in the tournament.
He's been terrific at the plate. Love will stay in.
Tanner's 8th double of the year, tying him with Peters for the team lead.
It's frustrating for Dylan Love in St. Joe's. Dylan was 1 pitch away against Peters from getting out of this inning.
They've cuffed him around pretty good. He's allowed 4 hits and his stint on the mound in relief. And they're going to walk David, who's probably the hottest hitter in the Division III field. So Jacob Thornton will hit with runners on first and second.
Well, you know what hitting a home run gets you? If you're Peters, trip to the bullpen. I told you about his propensity for being able to close baseball games for the Blue Gulls. He was down the line, tossing some baseballs. This one hit the left. Falk goes back and on the move makes the catch, side retired. We'll see if Peters comes in to pitch, but at the moment, he's the man of the hour with a solo jet. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network affiliate. The power source for Aquinas to bump their lead back to +2. The Peters solo home run. Peters' son will stay out there to begin the top of the 6th inning for Aquinas, leading 5-3. And the first pitch inside to Zach Rizzo, the sophomore. See the pitch count on the bottom of your screen, 78 pitches. So Peterson has a lot of leeway left here.
22 pitches to be exact.
You saw Peters after the home run toss a few balls in the bullpen, and that has been part of his arsenal this year to provide relief. The team needs it. 1-1 to Rizzo. Bounced up there, 2-1. Love will follow, and then Janis.
Now, WIA pitching restriction says when the pitcher reaches 100 pitches, he may not pitch to another batter. He may only finish pitching to the current batter. That's a national rule that the WIA has adopted from the NFHS.
Up the middle, and a base hit for Rizzo. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Lancers. Leadoff man aboard for Dylan Love.
That's their first hit since the 3rd inning. We're going to get a courtesy run here. Coach Kavinsky conferring with, we're going to get somebody to run for Rizzo.
Chris Canese, the freshman.
Rizzo sits for the present time after going 2 for 3.
So here's Love. Twice he's been called out looking at strike 3. The 3rd matchup here with the righty Peterson. Strike 1. Kavinsky is head coach down the line, sending encouraging messages to Dylan. All it off with rip at it.
Love is a hitter, 8 for 33 this year. Got 1 double and driven in 6.
Down on the count, 0-2. Tapper to 3rd. Dietz will go to 2nd for 1, and the relay gets away. Peters had time to get it to Keppel, but on the turn, wild throw, so 1 away.
Keppel had a lot of time. I mean, Love is going to be thrown out by 3 steps, and Dietz gives him a good feed.
Love pulling the hands in and just spiked that throw. Good throw gets him, and you got a double play ball, but there's one away.
Going to get another courtesy runner for pitcher.
Carson Tanky take over at first base.
I think he's a sophomore.
The hitter will be a freshman, Patrick Davidson. He's hitting in Janice's spot.
Davidson just a 9th grader. 6 for 26 on the year with 9 RBIs.
Ryan Gavinsky playing the odds here with the lefty against the righty. Something can happen here. Get the tying run on the bases somehow. 1-0 to Davidson. Puts a charge into it for a base hit to right. Freshman comes through. Tying runs aboard for St. Joe's.
Davidson hits the hole between first and second. The Lancers have something going. It's the tying run at first after Davidson finds the hole.
And now Rinaldi. Only one away. Swings away. Shallow left. Hargrove makes the grab and makes sure that he grabs it. Put the hand over the glove. That's the old school way to make a catch. 2 away.
It's a good way to make the catch. The way the wind is playing havoc with fly balls today.
And now Tim Falk, the number 9 hitter. Falk was hit by a pitch in that 2-run 5th inning. Laces it to the shortstop side. Peters makes a nice play. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network affiliate. The Edgewood Crusaders interested onlookers here, and also interested because they will be playing, the folks from Mosinee in the Division II state championship. Jay Wilson, Bill Brophy will have the call for you when this one gets put into the books.
Mosinee won their first ever state tournament game yesterday. Edgewood looking for their first state title since 2011. A game scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. I'd say it's going to start a little after that, because we got an inning to play, and then some.
Bottom 6 here for Aquinas. Seems they can pad their 2-run lead here before they go to the 7th. Dylan Love stays on the hill for the Lancers. And the first pitch to Dietz is ball 1. 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Dietz, White, and Keppel. Knocks down the bunt. And they'll let it roll foul. And then later this evening, should be a good one in Division I. Sun Prairie East taking on the De Pere Redbirds.
That game scheduled to start at 6 o'clock.
Going to be a lot of red in the stands.
I think a big crowd in the stands.
You bet. Here right up the road in Sun Prairie always travels well, because their team's always here. One and 2 the count to Dietz.
Dietz's hustle. Need a relay throw back in the 4th to keep that 4-run inning alive. He got an RBI, but then came around to score on White's 2-run double to conclude that 4-run round.
Count is 2-2 on the freshman third baseman. That after that pitch, and tad tardy.
Lancers jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first. Aquinas gets the 4th spot in the 4th. Kenosha St. Joe's scored 2 without a hit in the 5th. And then Peters silenced the Lancer crowd with a home run.
This one's going to get all the way to the wall in left center. Dietz put a charge into that one. He's thinking 3. He's going to get 3. A leadoff triple for the freshman.
They have put some charges in the balls here the last 3 innings.
Indeed.
Gets some barrels this one up, and he knows he's got extra bases. He shows that speed. Takes the turn at second. He knows he's got third. Takes the look over his shoulder of the outfielder, but finishes off with a head first slide. He didn't need to.
And that's youthful exuberance, right, Bill?
Yeah. Infield comes in for Kenosha as Kyle White hits.
All back our way. White is 2 for 2. A single, a double, and driven in a pair. Hitting in the 8th spot and providing good work.
He's 4 for 5 in the tournament with 4 RBIs.
Yeah. Have a couple of days, Kyle. Love ahead of him, 0-2. Field ready to pounce for St. Joe's. Base hits now after the triple for Lacrosse Aquinas. The ball foul back. Got your glove out? Better get your glove because I'm ducking underneath the table.
I was going to say I was running out the door.
White throwing souvenirs all over the place. 1-2, and he takes for a ball. 2-2. Love is throwing a lot of pitches. He's at 44. That's in relief. Bouncing ball to the first base side, and fair ball. White, they got a tag man. They do. 1 away. Dietz stays at third, and now Keppel will be the hitter.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Cole Keppel.
It's an important insurance run down there at third.
Absolutely. And Love knows it. He's trying to shake that triple off and keep him stranded, give his team a shot in the top of the 6th, 7th inning. Suicide squeeze. It's fouled off. Best time to try it when you got a lead.
And usually on the first pitch.
Mike D do it again. Got the guts to do it again.
I think he has the guts to do it again. I don't think he will, though.
Fun. Oh, off the glove of Santarelli. Brings that run in. Dietz scores 6-3.
Ball was hit hard. Santarelli's going to be mad at himself for not snaring it. But that is a big RBI. And the bottom 3 guys in the order have now produced 4 RBIs for Aquinas. It's in the glove, but it's a smash, and Santarelli can't hold on.
Tough break for Tommy. It's short. It was there. And now Sackman, top of the order, runner goes. Swing and a miss and fouled off. Keppel was off and running. Never enough at State. You're up 3. Blue Golds would love a few more. Glove to the plate, fouled off first base side. The Lancers in the top of the 7th will have the top of the order up. Easy, Visconti, Dom Santarelli.
But now they trail by 3.
Bigger ask when they get to the 7th. Way outside. 1-2. Center field. Easy makes the catch, 2 down. Hargrove will be the hitter. Just the only question for Aquinas when they get to the 7th. Does Tanner Peterson go out to start the inning and try to finish what he started?
The pitch limit's going to prevent him from finishing what he started, I think. What's he get, 88 pitches?
So it may give him the chance to.
Yeah, I do. I think he will go out there to start the inning.
Use whatever you have available and then go to Peters to close it out. We'll see what Mike D does. What the pitch count dictates.
He certainly knows his personnel better than us. He's won a few more games than us as a coach.
Yeah. Took you 2 innings just to read his resume.
Yeah.
That's a great sign. Mike D he's as old school as they get, and that is a compliment. Ain't nothing wrong with old school. 2-0 to Hargrove. And he got hit. Apparently. Tom Young was sort of in slow motion there. This is slow motion, so we'll check it out.
Just got his sleeve.
Yeah, grazed him.
I think Ryan Gaminsky thought he did, but then slow motion replay confirms it.
And you saw Hargrove kind of turn around and say to Tom Young, yeah, I got hit. So he did his part. He sold it.
But I don't think the Lancers wanted to see Eddie Peters hit again.
No. But such is the case here with 2 men on and 2 down.
Billy O'Connor will be happy to have him as Xavier next year. Peters 3 for 6 now in the tournament. Scored 3 runs and driven in 3 runs.
That'll work down there in Cincinnati. This one hard, but it's on the infield. Caught. To the 7th we go. Now a message from your local station, your WIAA network affiliate. Well, Tanner Peterson will take the mound here in the top of the 7th inning for Lacrosse Aquinas. He has a 3-run lead. His team on the doorstep. The WIAA State Championship, it would be their 3rd. They'll face the top of the order, Canisi, Visconti, and Dom Santarelli. It's pitch number 89 in the dirt, so Tanner might not be able to close this out and be part of the dog pile providing the final pitch. We shall see. Pounds a strike, 1-1.
Canisi's going to make him throw a strike like a good leadoff hitter. Eric's 1 for 2 today. Scored a run. Had a triple leading off the game.
was a jolt to start this game. Another strike, 1-2.
I'd love to get Kenosha and Visconti on to give Santarelli a chance of being the tying run.
The recipe the Lancers are hoping for. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the high heat out of the zone. Strikeout. And the first out.
Now batting number 4, Peter Visconti.
Chase the pitch outside the zone.
One away. Peter Visconti. To right. Over the head and off the wall. Visconti in with a double. And St. Joe's still with a pulse here.
Goes the other way. Again, gets a little help from the wind, but that ball is well hit over the right fielder's head. Goes all the way to the fence. 6th hit for the Lancers. And here come the Santarelli boys.
Yep. Dom first, Tommy next. After Dom takes some swings here. Big swinging sophomore. Goes after the first pitch. Back behind home plate and giving chase, but out of play and out of the reach of Thornton. So ahead of Santarelli, 0-1. Checked in time.
Confirmed by the third base umpire. That's Ed Baburka.
Wrapped on the ground, another base hit to right. Coming home, and it's 6-4. Visconti scores from second. Now the tying run will come to the plate in Tommy Santarelli.
32nd RBI of the year for Dom Santarelli. A well-hit ball between the hole of first and second. Again, he's going to Louisville in a couple of years, just a sophomore.
That was Big Bro. Ball 1. Could very well be the last batter that Peterson faces. Could twirl a double play ball and end it.
Tommy Santarelli looking for his first hit in the tournament.
Chased it.
Yeah. You were about to say the same thing. He went after a pitch up in his eye.
Absolutely. 1-1. In the dirt, and gets away from Thornton, so Dom goes down to second. So you see on your screen 99 pitches. WIAA has someone keeping tabs behind home plate. See if that number matches up after this pitch.
But he can finish his batter.
Right. And it's a tapper back to Peterson. 2 outs. One to go for Aquinas. Yep.
The announcement over the PA just is that he's thrown 101 pitches officially.
So he got to complete that batter, but will not face Rizzo. We'll step aside here in Grand Chute. Aquinas 1 out away from a state championship. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Somebody wants to see the moment and don't want it.
We saw all kinds of action early on with the Lancers grabbing the early lead, Bill, and then a big 4-run fourth inning for the Blue Goals.
Big hits from Jacob Thornton. There's the double that scored Johnny Dietz with a hustle play. Kenosha gets back on the board, and then fortuitously the right fielder makes an error to give Dominic Santarelli another swing. He struck out, and then Tommy Santarelli grounds out to end the two-run rally. But Eddie Peters takes momentum back for Aquinas with a long home run, and now Peters will come to the mound to try to get the last out and pitch Aquinas to their Division III title.
So Peters takes over for Peterson. You see his numbers. Dietz moves from third to short to replace Peters, and Peterson goes from the mound over to third base. 1 out to go. There's a run in here.
Peterson goes 6 2/3, allows 7 hits and 4 walks, or excuse me, and 4 runs.
So Eddie Peters against Zach Rizzo. Represents the tying run for St. Joe's, and it's just outside for ball 1.
Rizzo 2 for 3 today. Rizzo down in the count. That was a strike.
That was a strike. My bad. That's a strike. 0-2.
Rizzo 3 for 6 in the tournament, facing Peters, who's 1 and 2 with a 3-0 and run average. Peters has 3 saves. Looking for his 4th right here.
The most important of the 2024 season. Swing and a miss. Put it in the books. The Blue Goals are as good as gold in 2024.
He's not in the middle of that pile, but Mike B becomes the first coach to ever win state titles in both the WIAA and WISA. 24 years after WISA dissolved, and 40 years after D's first title at Aquinas in 1984.
State champions again for the Lacrosse Aquinas Blue Goals. Their 3rd in the WIAA. 4 WISA titles, 2 tradition-laden squads who win at it here. And they battled, and Lacrosse Aquinas comes out ahead. Time now for your Wisconsin DOT play of the game. And we're going to tag that home run by Mr. Peters. We're giving him a little extra cushion, Bill, because it was 4-3 at the time, and that really kind of stifled Kenosha St. Joe's after they clawed their way back into it.
No question, they had the momentum, and it came to a screeching halt when Peters hit that one about 385 feet and wrested the momentum back over Aquinas' way. He comes in to get the last out, but it was the Peters home run in the 6th inning, which was our play of the game.
And that was your Wisconsin DOT play of the game. 0 Wisconsin together. We can save lives. Congratulations to both squads, as a lot of folks expected this to be the Division III matchup, and they put on a good show.
Aquinas, the top seed, finishes with a 25-4 record. Kenosha St. Joe's 24-6.
Now the handshakes are concluded, and we'll line them up for the awards. We'll come back to show you the handing out of the hardware here in Grand Chutes. The Division III state champions, the Lacrosse Aquinas Blue Goals. They won at 6-4 over Kenosha St. Joe's. Chatting now with one of the guys who helped get some of the damage done, Eddie Peters. Eddie, congratulations. That was quite a home run. Did you know it was out of here off the bat?
Yeah, I mean, off the bat, I felt it really good. You know, I was just looking for that pitch right down the middle. It was 3-2. I know he's been heavy with the fastball the whole game. So, yeah, I mean, it felt really good right off the bat, yeah.
What's a bigger kick, to get the last out for a save or to hit the home run?
It's got to be the last out, for sure. To celebrate with the guys and dog pile, oh yeah, definitely the last out.
And what's it like to play for Mike Dean? You talk about an iconic coach. I just said he's the first coach to ever win state titles in both WISA and the WIAA. What are you going to remember from your playing days for Coach D?
Oh, I mean, just the way he prepares us for the games is unreal. Like, we were so prepared. Last year we got all the way here. Unfortunately, didn't get it. But, we came back prepared, worked really hard. Our practices keep us really busy, and they just get us ready for these big games like today.
Yeah, Eddie, real quick, how much did last year getting the silver factor into you guys prepping for this year?
I mean, it played a pretty big factor. It was obviously in our heads, but we didn't talk about it too much because we were just trying to stay focused on getting better than the day before. So, yeah, I mean, it's not in our head too much, but it definitely played a part, like all the players thinking about it. So, yeah.
All right, you don't have to think about it this year. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like what Eddie Peters said there, Bill. They didn't dwell on the fact that they finished runners-up a year ago. They didn't just let it linger. They didn't have this edge to them saying, oh, we got to get revenge. We've got to go. They just went out there and did what they do. And he talked about Mike D preparing them. And we talked about him being the old school coach. Old school works when you produce state championships like this.
Yeah, they played like an experienced tournament veteran team, winning 10-0 yesterday easily, and then coming out today. They didn't panic when they were down early. They knew they had the big Horace Peterson on the hill, and they also know they got big bats, and they exploded in the middle innings, took the lead back, and then Peters comes in, hits the home run, and gets the last out for the save.
Now for St. Joseph, they've received their medals and their silver trophy. Kavinsky's club had another good season. This is the first time that St. Joe's finished runners-up in this tournament. They have 4 gold trophies. Now the hardware handed out to the champions in Division 3.
Number 5, Colin Sackman. Number 6, Eddie Peters. Number 8, John Van Rooten. Number 9, Kyle White. Number 11, Isaac Scheffel. Number 12, Jackson Kenobi. Number 13, Landon Teachout. Number 15, Tanner Peterson. Number 20, Ryan Johnson. Number 28, Jacob Thornton. Number 29, Parks Tobin. Number 31, Marcus Clark. Number 33, Johnny Dees. Number 34, Thomas Bagneski. Number 39, Aiden Townsend. And number 40, Aiden Davis. Will Coach Mike D of the Division III Championship Team Aquinas please proceed forward to receive the championship trophy. Congratulations to the Aquinas Blue Gold, Division III.
A delightful championship.
We talked a lot about Peters. We should also point out Tanner Peterson had 3 hits through 6 2/3 innings to pick up the win and on the mound. Big hits from Kyle White, who drove in a couple. Johnny Dietz scored a couple of runs, drove in a run. A team victory for Aquinas, the runners-up a year ago, the champions this year.
All right, that'll do it in Division 3. Next up, Division 2 coming your way in about 45 or so. So stick around for more baseball action here in Grand Chute. That'll be Madison Edgewood taking on Mosinee. Jay Wilson and Bill Brophy will have the call for you along the lines. For Bill and our entire crew here in Appleton, Bob Raynard saying so long. Once again, the final score, La Crosse Aquinas 6 and Kenosha St. Joseph's 4, Division 3 State Baseball Championship.